white cone. But I was asking about the pictures of the chickens. Do you have a chicken farm?
No, we have we just raise these silkies. So I love these silky birds. They're fantastic animals, and we've been raising them for a decade or two. These are actually American silkies. The silky bird or the silky chicken are originally from the Himalayas, but some people have been crossbreeding them and having different colors than the white ones, and yeah, they look very nice. I started the live stream, so if you go on YouTube and you search for my call sign, you will be able to log in or to actually start the live stream on your hand, and you can have a listen on how you sound. So maybe it's your opportunity to check what's going on with the equalizer. Back to you there, Bell. Kilo 4 India Tango Bravo ON7 OFF, over.
Oh, okay. Roger that, Kirk. ON7 OFF K4ITB. I'll do that. I'll go and you can log on to your call sign if you have some recording. That'll be interesting. Sounds like the other radio the FTDX10 has a built-in monitor. You can adjust the audio as you listen. But
hey, good evening, Chris. How you doing?
Okay. Good deal. There we are. I'm in it now, so I'll scan around and maybe have to go back a couple of minutes to find it. But I'll take a listen. Thank you.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, maybe connect. Put that equalizer back in line. So if you just plug it in again, you will see what happens, and then maybe you can try to figure out what's going on with the equalizer issue. So yeah, that's gonna be very useful for you. Yeah, well, it seems to work, but unfortunately the audio is like distorted. It's like a Zetagi on CB radio amplifier when you use the equalizer. So I'll give you the time to hook it up again. Come back to me, and it will be recorded anyway. So then you can have a listen. K4ITB ON7 OFF, over.
Roger, Kirk. Yeah, stand by. I'll reconnect, and I'll get back to you in a second.
Okay, I'll stand by. How you doing, guys? I see 5 people in the live stream. I didn't expect to do a live stream tonight, but there we are. Might maybe go up to 247, see the net is going. And we had K4ITB, his audio wasn't very good, so. Chris, I think I saw your email. You sent it today, right? Let me see. Yes, I can see your pictures. And congratulations to the world of Hermes Lights and SDR. So next time there is propagation between you and me, we'll have a SCAD. Would be great.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, over.
So much.
Yeah, Bell, go ahead, Bell. I hear you in. Go ahead, over.
Yes. I hope you can talk. Okay. I see white top there on the audio. Not quite coming out at all. So we'll see if we can make it work and see what 1, 2, 3, hello, test. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It sounds more distorted. Like I don't know what's the reason. Is it working with a battery or does it have a power supply or something like that? There, Bell, go ahead over.
Yes, it does have a power supply. Push directly into control mode. It gets this on you. It's just putting it in and out. Strange. Oh, it just doesn't pick up. Okay. At the other end now, I'm trying to play with some of the mid adjustments and see if I can get it to clear. No. That's gonna really cooperate with me. Oh well, at least I gave it a try there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay, yeah, QSL. Yeah, that's it's my pleasure. So maybe I'll you can check it on the live stream, and it will be recorded anyway. I gave the live stream also your call sign, so it's gonna be easy to find it back when you're going to search on the search engine. So, it seems a little bit distorted. Yeah. So, but nonetheless, let's hope that you can figure it out. I thought if it was running off a battery, that maybe the battery is about to be flat, or it's maybe an empty battery. That might be another cause of such a modulation issues that you have. So, but yeah, trying to figure out what might be the reasons. Back to you there, Bill. K4ITB, ON7 OFF.
Roger, K4ITB returning. Yeah, fine business. Yeah, maybe it's not compatible with this old radio. Just something I picked up at the handset there, Kirk, and see if I can get it. The unit itself looks brand new. It may be defective, though. It may be something inside the equalizer that's not quite functioning. It's the 8-band equalizer by United Radio Zero Quebec Whiskey. Now, UR6QW is the maker of the equalizer. But yeah, good try. Maybe it's just not compatible with this radio. I'll try it with a different one. Thanks for recording, and I'll take a listen for the earlier recording also. Back to you, Kurt.
Yeah, okay, QSL, no problem. Well, it's my pleasure. So you got a direct input from my receiver into the YouTube channel and the live stream. So it's going to be pretty realistic on what you're going to hear on your on the recording on the live stream. Okay, thanks a lot for the contact. You really appreciate coming back to the call. Wish you a good evening there, Bell, and hopefully you can figure out things. And when I finish here, I'll probably let the live stream roll on a few more moments. Maybe you can use it and adjust your microphone and test it. So at least you can in real time check what's going on. Kilo 4 India Tango Bravo. This is ON7 OFF. Over.
Roger, Kirk. Okay, my friend. Happy holidays to you, and we'll continue. That's why they call us an amateur radio, right? So we do a lot of practice things, and maybe 1 out of 10 things work properly. Take care, Kirk. Pleasure with you. And have a great holiday season. K4ITB clear 73.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we have to experiment a lot, and it's been a hassle and a struggle for me too to get the Hermes Light working, but now we've got it working. It's really good. It's flawless. 73s, take care. Thanks a lot, and pleased to meet you for the 3rd time on the band, Ben. Bell. Kilo 4 India Tango Bravo from Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox. Bye bye.
73. Alpha Delta 1 Bravo.
Alpha Delta 1 Bravo, I think it was. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Yes, Alpha Delta 1 Bravo. We have a 5 and 9 in Dedham, Massachusetts. That's close to the city of Boston. Over.
Yeah, QSL, Thomas. I think it's Thomas, Alpha Delta 1 Bravo. Nice to meet you. This is Kurt here, Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango. My handle is Kurt, K-U-R-T. And my QTH is just about 15 miles southeast of Brussels. And I got you in here with a very solid 5 and 8 report, Thomas. How do you copy? Back to you, Alpha Delta 1 Bravo. This is ON7 OFF, over.
Chris, very good copy here. Solid 5 and 9. And just for the geography, in Dedham, Massachusetts, which is adjacent to the city of Boston. So how's the copy? Alpha Delta 1 Bravo.
Yeah, QSL, Thomas. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream, so you can tune into the live stream if you want to. You just type in my call sign in qrz.com and it will bring up the live stream for you. I haven't updated my qrz.com website yet, so maybe the easiest way right now, let me just update maybe the qrz.com page as well, so you got the latest live stream. Yeah, fine business. Very good to hear you for the first time, Thomas. I think we do not have made a contact before. My QTH here is not so far from the capital city of Brussels, and it's a very cold winter day here. We've had a dry day for a change. We have had a lot of rain this year, so it's been terrible. But today we're lucky. It was dry, and probably the next few days going to be dry as well. I updated the qrz.com page, so from now on you can click on the link. Back to you, Thomas. Alpha Delta 1 Bravo from ON7 OFF.
Very good, Chris. Good copy. And nice to hear you. I'll let you go to show you a bunch of other people lined up. And I'll just sit back and listen. And look out the window at the rain. 7-3, AT1B.
73, thanks a lot for calling, and you have a fantastic day. Alpha Delta 1 Bravo. Also, happy season greetings, and talk to you soon. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox. Thank you. God bless you. Stay safe. Over.
Yeah, thank you very much. 73.
73s. Any other station? This is ON7 OFF, Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot. Station ending with Alpha Papa. Go ahead, over.
Sugar Victor 9, Tango Alpha Papa.
Okay, Sugar Victor 9er Tango Alpha Papa. How are you doing, Dimitris? Nice to meet you for the first time. This is Kurt. My handle is Kurt Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango, K-U-R-T. And I get you in here on the back of the beam with a 5 and 8 report. Go ahead, over.
Thank you, Kurt. I think we have a QSO before. I don't remember exactly when. But by the way, I have seen all your videos in YouTube, my friend. You are coming here between 5.7 and 5.9. Microphone back to you, Kurt.
Yeah, QSL. So yeah, I have a lot of viewers on YouTube. I know, because I'm talking a lot about the Hermes light. You also have a Anan or a Hermes light there, Dimitris. Back to you, over.
Yeah, I'm using ICOM 706 at the moment. The ICOM 706, 100 watts output power. And then I'm using right now the homemade fan dipole, 3-pounder, over.
Yeah, okay, QSL, fantastic. So, yeah, how's my signal down there in Greece, over?
Say again, please?
I was asking about my signal. What's the signal on your end? How do you copy over there, over?
5.9, between 5.8 and 59, over. The way, but you're coming great. 58 to 59, no problem.
Yeah, okay, QSL, thanks a lot. Very good. Thanks a lot there, Dimitris. I'll go through the stations that were calling me. I get a couple of other stations that are in the queue, but pleased to meet you. Thank you for crossing aerials, and we've got you down the log. Sierra Victor 9, Tango Alpha Papa from Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, over.
Nice talk to you, my friend. Wish you the best to you and your family. Merry Christmas, by the way, and 73. Bye-bye.
73s, have a good evening. From Oscar November 7, Oscar Fox, QRZ.
Tango Fox 4 Whiskey Delta.
Tango Fox 4 Whiskey Delta Iceland. How you doing, Kitty? Nice to meet you again. Fine business, very good copy, 5.9 plus, very strong here in Belgium this evening. I hope the propagation holds up, because in general when we got propagation with Iceland it's very unstable and a lot of QSB. Thanks for coming back to my call there, Kitty. Back to you. Tango Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Delta from Oscar November 7 Oscar Fox Fox, over.
QSL Curtin, good evening, my friend. Nice to catch you on the band. Especially good good condition. You are 5.9 plus here all the way, and very powerful voice. You got a very bassy over.
Yeah, QSL, yeah, fantastic. You're also coming in with a 5.9 plus there. Very, very good. I'm just looking at the pictures. You get a lot of snow out there at the moment in Iceland, or the winter is still kind to you, over?
Winter is, yeah, more or less kind to us. No, there's no snow at the moment. It disappeared yesterday, but we had a couple of snowstorms before that, and it was snow about maybe a half a meter or so, but it just disappeared overnight.
Yeah, QSL, fantastic. I'm just looking at your QRZ.com page, and I'm impressed about the lava stream there. I don't know if it was far away from your home QTH or not, but sometimes we hear the news about lava streams that are destroying villages back in Iceland, and yeah, I hope it's not too close to where you are. So if I'm not mistaken, because you have a lot of warm water sources, I think maybe you have warm water from the sources, and you don't need a heater. I'm not sure, but this is what I think is going on back in Iceland. Back to you there, Kitty. Tango Fox 4 Whiskey Delta, ON7 OFF, over.
Yeah, QSL. No, the lava streams are all in the south country. I'm here in the north, so I don't bother me much. But it's very strange. It's been for a couple of years, 3 years or so. Every other month or so, been lava eruptions at Reykjanes, where the capital is. It's a couple of kilometers from the capital, and there are small villages there who has had lava streams come into the town and destroy some houses. But it's yeah, more or less 2 months, maybe 3 months between lava streams eruptions. So it's very strange, and it hasn't been active for maybe 800 years. So suddenly it just became active, and last time we're talking about when we're active is volcanoes there on the peninsula. It went on for 400 years, so we're just beginning, I think. But hot water, yes, we have thermal heating in all our houses. It's very convenient, and we have very much electricity, and it's very cheap. So it's nice to live in Iceland, because it's cold outside.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if I hear Iceland, it just, ice. It feels cold, just the fact that the name is like that. So yeah. So what time is the sunset and what time is the sunrise these days? Or you have maybe 360, what is it, the 24-hour day of darkness? Is that correct, over?
Sun came up about 12:30, 11:30 this morning, and it sits around 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's more or less 3.5 hours. I think it will be shortest on the 22nd. It will be some 2 hours.
Wow, okay, only 2 hours of daylight. How can you survive in an area where it's so dark all the time? I get depressed, when we have the sunset here or the sunrise is about, let's say, when it's going to be the 22nd, the shortest day of the year, is going to be around 9 a.m. here, and the sunset is probably going to be around 4 p.m., something like that. So we still have a comfortable, 7 hours of daylight, but you only have 3 hours of daylight. So I'm just wondering how you can survive in such a harsh conditions. I would just get completely crazy. I think there must be a lot of people getting depressed because of the weather, because of the darkness. Over.
Now we get it all our depression medicines during the summer when the sun is shining 24 hours a day. We just open our eyes and have them open for a couple of months. But now this is not at least not for me. I don't get depressed. I don't know about the other people, but it doesn't affect me much. So.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, I'm just wondering. I get away when it's the middle of winter. I always go to my XYL in Thailand, but yeah, I want to go to the tropics and I want to escape the cold weather. I'm having difficulties to survive in this very dark era of the year. So. I was actually watching a video yesterday evening from a guy called, his YouTube channel is DIY Perks. So he is doing a lot of DIY, do-it-yourself projects. And one of the projects that he worked on was creating a copy of the sun. So he's using some kind of a mirror, or I would say satellite dish, on which he points the light. And then you've got the exact same effect. You put some dish water, some water with some soap in front of the light source, so it gives that nice blue color. And because the size of the dish is quite big, it really resembles very much to the sun. So it's like you have a how could I say, a window in your house, but it's a fake window, it's a fake light. If you have a single source light, if you have just one light bulb somewhere in the room, you can see it's a light bulb, you can see. But if you have a sun, the sun is so far away that the light is straight, so there is no refraction. And he made something that is really mimicking the sun. So if I would be living in Iceland, I'll probably build myself one of these artificial sunlights. So at least I will trick my brain to think like, the sun is there. Hey, Chai, back to you. Over.
Yeah, that will be my next project. Trying to figure out how I survive during the winter, my friend. Yeah, I've heard about some kind of mirrors in some valleys where the winters are very high, and trying to put the sunlight onto these valleys. But I've never heard of somebody trying to mimic the sun over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, the video I'm talking about is called "Building a Realistic Artificial Sun for Dark Winter Days." So if you happen to go and search for it, it might give you an idea. Maybe the XYL back in the home will be happy, more happy, because she will have sunlight in the house. But that's what I would do. I cannot cope with the short days, especially, it's okay when there is sunshine, but some days in the middle of winter are very miserable, and it's raining all the time and it's snowing or whatever, and then it just works on my nerves and brain, so I need to maybe do the same, build one of these mirrors and trick my brain into, the sun is there, it's high season, it's summer. Yeah, okay. Anyway, thanks a lot for the info. Anyway, I didn't. Yeah, that's good that you have a very cheap electricity. So that's also something I didn't realize, and it's all because of the warm hot water sources. So okay. Anyway, it's been a great pleasure to make the contact with you there. Kitty, thank you so much for the fantastic Ragchu QSO. And yeah, I'll look forward for the next one. We have a lot of items to discuss. HI, Tango Foxtrot, 4 Whiskey Delta, that's 4-wheel drive. This is ON7 OFF. I guess you have a 4-wheel drive on the in front of the house. HI, go ahead, over.
My friend, yeah, I've got three cars and they're all 4-wheel drive. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, my friend, to catch you. One thing, very plenty of water. There's water everywhere. You just go walk up in the mountains and there's springs all over the place. Cold water. It's very good and very clean. So we are very lucky with everything but the sun. Yeah, it's been a pleasure, as I say, my friend. Hope we meet each other again before Christmas. If not, happy holidays, my friend, and 73 for now. Thank you for a nice news.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate. You have a fantastic day, and thanks for coming back to me and giving me a shout. I greatly appreciate. 73s from Belgium, and hopefully talk to you soon again. This is Oscar, November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, clear with Tango Foxtrot 4-wheel drive, 73s.
Yeah, on 7 of Tango Fox 4-wheel drive, 73.
73s. I'll make 1 or 2 more callers and then I'm gonna call it the day. QRZ, this is ON7 OFF.
Yankee Whiskey.
Ending with whiskey, go ahead. Ending with whiskey, go ahead.
Yes, it's Victor Echo 3, Yankee Whiskey, Victor Echo 3.
Yeah, there is one station, Victor Echo Yankee Whiskey, and there's another station calling, but your audio is not correct. Maybe if you have a little bit of time, go and search my call sign on YouTube, and you can tune into the live stream. So I'll try to give you a call when I finish here with Yankee Whiskey. Victor Echo Yankee Whiskey. Just complete the call one more time. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Over.
You find there, Kurt. It's Victor Echo 3, Yankee Whiskey. Victor Echo 3, Yankee Whiskey. Good evening, Kurt, and good to hear you again, my friend. We last spoke back in November, and you're 5 and 9 with me here. The name is Rich in Southern Ontario, Roger?
Yeah, QSL. Rich, how you doing? Beautiful copy, man. Wow, beautiful copy. 5 and 9 without a problem, and beautiful audio as well. That's yeah, it's a while ago, huh? So I'm just checking first time we had the QSO in 2023, so it's the third one that we have. All on 20 meters. Are you only on 20 or do you use other bands there, Richie? Over?
Yeah, no, I use other bands. I use 10 through 20 with 12, 17, 15, and 10, and 40 meters as well. But no, I'm on all bands. I guess we just have not crossed antennas on the other bands as of yet there, Kurt. Over?
Yeah, probably we need to pay a little bit more of an attention. Well, I'm a little bit everywhere, so... But in general, when I come to the radio or when I start to play with the radio, most of the time it's in the evening time because, I'm always busy. I have always something to do during the day, always. Unless, it's a miserable rainy day and there's really nothing I can do outside and I got through the entire workload, then I might just pop up on the band a little bit earlier. But for me, it's like an occupation in the evening, Rich. So that's maybe the reason. And by the time I get on the band, 10 meter is completely closed already. I know I've been listening sometimes in the afternoon remotely to the Hermes here, and then I hear a lot of things happening on 10 meters. But by the time I sit in the shack it's all gone and it all died out. So yeah, we are stuck on 20 meters, maybe 40 meters as well, unless I stay late. But yeah, 20 meter is my go-to band, and it's kind of weird because when I'm in Hotel Sierra in Thailand, 20 meter is a dead band. There's nothing. Everything happens on 10 and 15, but 20, nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's very very weird. Other location, other things happening, and the band is different. Back to you, Rich. Victor Echo 3 Yankee Whiskey from ON7OFF, over.
Very fine ON7OFF at V3YW. Yeah, I love your call sign, on off. On off is absolutely tremendous. Yeah, very fine business on the other bands. I was on 10 meters this morning at around 9 o'clock in the morning my time, and had a good contact into Uganda this morning. 5 X-ray 4 Echo was coming through very, very nicely this morning. He had quite a pile up, but managed to get through to him with no problem here. Running 500 watts into a hex beam up about 13 meters. And excited to see ICOM 7300. And yeah, I've had a few contacts with Dennis there, Hotel Sierra Zero, Zulu Mike Yankee out of Thailand there, just south of Bangkok, I think he is. And a lot of my contacts with Dennis have been around, let me see now, yeah, 2200, 2100 Zulu on 20 meters there, pointing directly over the North Pole there. So I wonder, you know, I haven't been able to work Dennis on any other bands from Thailand, unfortunately, over.
Yeah, QSL, yeah. It's but look at the time when he is awake. I know Dennis is quite active, but that's at night. So you really have to wake up in the middle of the night to work on 20 meters. So my only solution is being able to work during the day, and that's that the 20 meter band is not really practically open during the daytime. So Rich, you're an Englishman in Canada. How do Canadians react to you because you're an Englishman? Hey, Chai, over.
Well, not too badly. I mean, we're still a Commonwealth country, so not too bad. I've lived both in both countries and have worked in both countries, of course, and I haven't lost my accent. I don't think so, anyway. But anyway, no, not doing too badly. They welcome me and with gracious acceptance, and but yeah, it's not too bad. Life is certainly better in Canada than it is in the UK. I can say that for sure. But I do miss the green fields of England and the old buildings and what have you, and the stately homes and more or less the coastline as well. I'm nowhere near the ocean here, so I do miss that with great intensity there, Kurt. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, I can imagine, and also it can be very cold out there in Canada. Because I think the weather is milder back in the UK. But yeah, I can relate to that. I know I'm following the news a little bit, and things have gone really south out there in the UK. Well, Canada too, Europe too. But I mean, yeah, there it's really like completely screwed up at the moment a little bit, but yeah, I'm following the news, so I know what's going on. But yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, you said your XYL is from Canada. Is that the reason why you are there? Over?
No, negative. My XYL was English, and sadly she passed away at Christmas in 2017 very suddenly. We had a beautiful home, actually, on the coast in southwest England, in Cornwall, in the county of Cornwall. And but anyway, when she passed away, I decided to sell everything, absolutely everything, and move back to Ontario, where I was living before I met her. There, Roger.
Okay, yeah, QSL, yeah. Okay, so actually, you followed the XYL in the UK, and now she's gone. You're back in Canada. Okay, that's fair. Sorry to hear about your XYL, but I can imagine, when you lose your partner, it's definitely having a serious effect on life. I can see it myself. My dad passed away just 9 months ago, and it has a huge impact on how you look at things. So you tend to how could I say? You tend to take things from another perspective and relativate things a little bit more. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not easy, and I can definitely understand. So, but anyway, if you are in an environment that you like, that's also important. So it's important to be able to enjoy the life where you're living, and the environment where you live is important. Also, if you have more space, I think happiness is also related to space. If you have enough space around you, it makes you more happy than when you are, flocking together with a lot of people. So I'm not a city person. I cannot live in the city, so I prefer the countryside. I want to go outside and go for a leak in the free fields here. Hey, Chai, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, I do live in a city, yeah, but it's not a big city. It's only about 50 or 60,000 people, so it's not a lot. But nevertheless, I do live in the city, and yes, I envy people who live in a rural location there with less neighbours. That is my preference for sure. And you talk about cold in Canada. Well, here in this part of southern Ontario, Kurt, it's very mild. They call this the banana belt. The banana belt where I am, indicative of the milder weather here in the winter times. And, so far, we've had no snow at my QTH. Temperature today is 12 degrees Celsius. 12 degrees Celsius here in southwest Ontario. And just for reference purposes there, Kurt, there are 9 states in the United States of America that are completely north of my latitude in their entirety. So it just shows you how deep the Canadian, the country of Canada dips into the North American continent. We're on the same latitude, my QT8, as northern California. Over.
Yeah, okay. That's I'm just looking and watching on the map. You go to your details, your bio, and then go to the details, and then visualizing also your QTH there and the house and the hex beam that you have on the house. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's a country I've never been, actually. I've never been to North America, neither South America. The only continents I visited so far is Oceania, the Southeast Asia, also, of course, Europe and Africa. But America for me is a continent I've never been to, so I have no idea. I cannot tell if it's good or if it's bad. I think USA must be quite interesting, and you're close to the border anyway. I think maybe half an hour driving, and you're probably crossing the border. I don't know if the border crossing is difficult back in the States, if you need a passport, if you need a lot of paperwork or a visa. I don't think so, but it must be possible, I think feasible for you to go often to the United States, with the car. It's probably a short drive. Back to you there, Rich. Over.
In 70FFV3YW, you're absolutely right. I can be in Detroit, Michigan in about 45 minutes. 45 minutes, and we just drive across the bridge that divides the two countries, the Detroit River, or I can go further up to Sarnia, Ontario, and cross into Port Huron, Michigan, on the Blue Water Bridge. So very simple to get across to the United States. Since 9/11, we do require passports to cross to and from the United States, and the same holds for Americans coming into Canada. And that, but before that, we didn't even need passports. Canadians did not need passports to come to go to the States, or the Americans didn't need passports to come into Canada. But since 9/11, we now use the passports, but no visas are required. I just tell them, you know, they ask me what's my purpose of my visit. I say, well, I'm just going shopping for the day, and I go across and I come back a couple of hours later. It's very simple indeed. But for people in other countries, I believe they have to have some sort of visa to go to
thank
the
you
USA
very
there,
much,
Roger.
Papa Yankee 2 Bravo November Delta. Yeah, QSL, fantastic. Yeah, that's interesting. So do you often go to the United States? And if you go, what are the main reasons when you travel to the US? Over?
No, please tune somewhere else. So what was your question there, Kurt? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was wondering if you travel to the US, if you go to the US, what is the main reason why you travel to the US? Is it because you need to buy something that you cannot get in Canada, or is it more like a leisure reason that you're traveling to the US, or you don't go to the US? I'm just wondering. And I'm not sure. Also, another question I have: if you, as a Canadian, have a passport, you need the passport. Do you have a limited amount of time you can stay in the US, or it's unlimited for Canadians with a passport? Back to you there, Rich. Over.
Okay, we can stay for 6 months. 6 months, I believe. I may be corrected on that. 6 months we can stay. We do need the passport, yes, to get across. And I go across about 4 times a year. 4 times a year. My main reason is to do some shopping. You know, I like to get my clothing over in Detroit. The prices are a little bit cheaper, and the selection is a little better. So that's probably the main reason I go over there and make a day out of it, you know. But and we're able to bring back, you know, duty-free a fair bit of stuff for a day's outing to the USA. So that's probably the main reason I go over there, to do a little bit of cross-border shopping. And in answer to your question, using just a passport, but if I wanted to stay there, I think I'm good to stay for about 6 months before I would have to come back to Canada again. Over.
Yeah, okay, QSL. Okay, yeah. You know, these are things that I didn't know. I ignored. So you're teaching me some new stuff I didn't know. I know for Europeans now, it's also because of the 9/11 stuff and what's going on in the world. It's a little bit more tricky to get to the United States. We need a visa now, and a lot of documents, and they're getting more and more strict. But it's I think it's everywhere in the world these days. It just becomes more and more difficult to travel around. I think we are at the edge of they will probably make it very difficult for everybody to travel anymore in the world, looking at not at what's going on. But that's another story for another conversation. But yeah, I've got a clear view on what's going on and in which direction it's going. And it doesn't look like we will get more freedom. It just is getting more and more strict, and it becomes more and more difficult. So our freedom is being taken away slowly, and this is something that really bothers me, and I really worry about it because in the long term, what will it be anyway? Okay, Rich, thanks a lot. I had a station who was calling me, and his audio wasn't good, so maybe he's going to call me again. He will be able to listen on the live stream what's going on. But it's been a great pleasure to meet you again. Very thankful for the nice QSO, and I hope to see you soon on the band somewhere. Also, eventually, if we don't meet each other this year, have a happy Christmas season and New Year season. So 73s, Victor Echo 3, Yankee Whiskey, from Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, over.
So in 70FF at V3YW. Yeah, it's been a great pleasure speaking with you, Kurt, and I certainly wish you and your family all the very best for a Merry Christmas and a good New Year coming up. And yeah, if you ever decide to visit North America and Canada, we're not too far away from Niagara Falls. That's about a 2-hour drive or 3-hour drive from my QTH, and yeah, it's worth seeing just once, but I don't think you want to go back again. It's a big tourist trap, really. But there's some beautiful areas of Canada, all across Canada, so yeah, we always welcome our European friends here to visit Canada and say hello. And anyway, all the very best to you there, Kurt, and stay safe, my friend. And it's a very changing world. It is worrying, there's no doubt about it. I'm 75 years of age, and I worry a little bit for the young people of today, what kind of a world there is in the next 50 years. God forbid if the Earth still exists by then. But it's very, very worrying what I'm seeing currently in conflicts, especially in the Middle East and those areas, and North Korea and what have you. Anyway, take care, my friend. Stay safe. ON7 OFF for B3YW.
Yeah, QSL, yeah, I totally agree with you. And what really worries me is WEF. Yeah, I've been digging into their website, checking their documents and all that kind of stuff. This is really worrying me a lot, much more than the politicians, because the politicians, they are more like, puppets of the WEF. Okay, 73, it's been a great pleasure to hear you. Thank you very much, Rich, and hopefully talk to you very, very soon again. Victor Echo 3, Yankee Whiskey. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. God bless you, stay safe, and happy Christmas, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That's the way you should say it in English. 73 is over.
Yes, okay, Kurt. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Take care. God bless and stay safe. B3YW 73.
73s. Bye-bye. QRZ. Come again. That's the station was had problem with the issue with the modulation. Make your call. Nope, your audio is completely RFI'd. So you have RFI on your audio. Over. If you have an amplifier turned on, can you please turn it off? See if I can get you better without the amplifier. ON7 OFF listening.
Whiskey Sierra to whiskey.
Okay, Whiskey Sierra to whiskey. Okay, I'm not sure if you were calling to me, but the audio was not right. Go ahead, Mr. Sander. Over.
Okay, fine business. I think your call is Oscar November 7 Foxtrot Foxtrot. Is that correct?
Negative. The call sign is Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. Like an on-off switch. Okay, on 7 off. Nice to meet you, Skander. Yeah, so there is still some RF in your audio. You just have to explain to me what antenna you're using, what's the power, and how far is the antenna from the shack. Back to you there, Skander. Whiskey Sierra 2 Whiskey from ON7 OFF. Over.
Business Oscar November 7 Oscar Foxtrot Foxtrot. Back from Whiskey Sierra 2 Whiskey. Well, the antenna's up about 60 feet. It's an Explorer 14 4-element beam. And the output power right now is about 500 watts PEP. Radio's a 10-sec Omni 7. And the amplifier is a Kenwood TL922. QSL?
Yeah, QSL. Are you on the live stream, Skander? Because I'm having a live stream here, and you can tune in. You can listen for yourself and see what's going on with your audio. So type in my call sign in the search engine in YouTube, or just go straight to my QRZ page, and the first link will bring you straight away to the live stream. So yeah, I think it's RFI. As far as I can hear, it's only in the peak of the modulation that I can hear RFI going back into your audio. So maybe coil up a couple of things on ferrite rings, or clip-on ferrites, or move a couple of things away from each other. This can do wonders. Back to you. Over.
Okay, I'm looking at the audio here. I've got the earphones on. I don't hear any RFI at all. I hear very clear audio. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, yeah. So I didn't make a recording. I'll make a recording on your next over. So tell me again, what's your QTH over?
Yeah, location is upstate New York, about 50 miles east of Syracuse. Small town called Schuyler. At Sierra Charlie Hotel Uniform Yankee Lima Echo Romeo. Schuyler, New York. Small town.
Yeah, okay, QSL. Did you get any snow out there? Because I think around the Buffalo area, they had a lot of snow like last year, over.
Yeah, we had a few inches, but it's all melted away. Had that rain last couple days, a lot of rain, so it's we didn't fall again. And I missed your first name.
Yeah, my name is Kurt Scander. Kurt Kilo Uniform Romeo Tango. K-U-R-T. Kurt, like Kurt Cobain. And yeah, we haven't got any snow, at least not at the moment. We had just one day where we had a little bit of snow a couple of weeks ago, but everything melted away. We're not very prone to snowfall here. It doesn't happen very often. Over the past, I would say, 2-3 decades, the number of days that we have snow has really dramatically decreased. So the number of days that we have snow before was, much more pronounced. We had like maybe sometimes a couple of weeks of snow. But nowadays, if we have a couple of days of snow, well, that's already exceptional. Back to you there, Scander. Whiskey Sierra 2 Whiskey ON7 OFF in Belgium.
Okay, fine business, Kurt. After November 7, after Foxtrot Foxtrot, Sierra 2 Whiskey. Yes, been very quiet here. In fact, I haven't been down in the shack here for probably about a month. And wanted to make sure everything was still working. Hi. So I heard you and the other fellows talking. I think he was up in Canada somewhere. And I thought I'd pop in before you cleared the gear over.
Yeah, QSL. Let me just play back how you sound here, so you have a better understanding on the RF issue that you're having.
Sierra 2 Whiskey. Yes, been very quiet here. In fact, I haven't been down in the shack here for probably about a month. And wanted to make sure everything was still working. Hi. So I heard you and the other fellows talking. I think he was up in Canada.
So there you go. I just wanted to play it back to you. It's easy peasy for me. Just click on the button and it will do the recording and send it back to you. So, yep. I hope you can figure that one out. Thanks a lot for the contact there, Mr. Scander. It's been a pleasure to meet you for the first time. You have a great afternoon to you and a good evening from Belgium. Whiskey Sierra 2 Whiskey. Also, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if we don't hear each other before next year. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot, over.
My business, Kurt. Real pleasure speaking with you, and we'll check out the audio when I get a chance. Put it on the dummy mode. Oscar November 7, Oscar
November 1,
This is Whiskey Sierra 2 Whiskey, New York.
Yeah, QSL, it's definitely RFI. So coiling up a few things, shielding a few things, moving the shack eventually. These are all solutions that I can suggest to do. And if that's not working, maybe check if you can put a 1/1 balloon in line, because sometimes you might have some RF coming in through the shielding of the coax cable. 73s ON7 OFF clear. With Whiskey Sierra 2 Whiskey. Bye-bye, 73s.
Yeah, before you go, Kurt, I knocked the amplifier off. Any different?
Can you give me one more shout?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6, 1. How's that?
Yeah, I still hear the RF, so maybe it's not RF. I'm not sure. Maybe is that a battery-powered microphone you're using? Over.
Model 70 no amplification. The microphone I
Yeah, sometimes this kind of issue might also be contributed to an issue of power that is not enough for the microphone if it has a battery. So maybe that's also something you should check out. These are different solutions and paths that I suggest to check out. Over.
Roger. Okay, 73.
73s, you have fun. 73s, ON7 OFF clear.
November 1, Echo Charlie Tango.
November 1, Echo Charlie Tango. Thank you very much, Albert. Rhode Island. This is Oscar November 7, Oscar Foxtrot. Good evening.
Well, good evening, Kurt. You are, just letting you know, you're about a 5'7" in the state of Rhode Island at the moment.
Thank you for the 5 and 7. You're 5 and 5 here with me this evening. 55 is your report, Albert. I hope you're doing fine there. I was about to quit frequency, but yeah, I heard you call in, so I just wanted to come back to you. I hope everything is okay with you there. It's the first time we make the contact. I don't see any matches in my logbook, so apparently this is the first time we meet. Go ahead there, Mr. Albert. Over.
I was listening to you trying to help the other station with his RF and his audio. So I got to spend quite a bit of time looking at your QRZ page. And it's really interesting, I have to say.
Yeah, I try to make the QRZ page interesting, so we have conversation openers. HI, I like to rack choose, so 5 and 9 report for me is not having a lot of value, but I like just to have a little bit of a actual conversation there, Albert. So I guess maybe because I'm an old man. HI, go ahead. November 1, Echo Charlie Tango, ON7 OFF, over.
Well, I'm interested. I was looking at the picture of the cubicle quad. That looks like my cobweb antenna, except it's flipped the other way. It's horizontal. It's vertical, horizontal.
Yeah, do you have a picture of your cobweb on your QRZ page? Over.
I don't have a picture. I think that's what you asked. You got QSB on the system. I don't have a picture of the cobweb. But it actually looks like a single portion of your quad, except it's laying horizontally instead of vertical like here.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, well, this is just a cubicle quad, and the cubicle quad is is vertically polarized. It seems to do a good job for me. I'm very happy with this antenna. It is quite directive, and it has a single feed point like the cobweb. I'm just checking the cobweb as we speak. It has a single feed point for different bands. So it's just, plug it on and you can talk on all the different bands without having to switch between antennas or whatsoever. So it is quite user-friendly, if you ask me. Go ahead there, Albert. Over.
Yeah, if you have a chance, if you're interested, look up that cobweb, and you'll see mine is 6 bands. I also have 6 meters besides the 6, 10, 12, and I like it also. It doesn't take a lot of room. It's not very obvious being up there. It's about 40 feet up on a tripod on the top of the house, and it's pretty high, and I've been very happy with it. I see you messing around with AI. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah. Well, I'm just checking the cobweb. I see that even somebody has made a cobweb out of a what do you call it? Clothes hanger for ladies. That's a good one. Yeah, because I think if people they look at your antenna, they might be asking, is the wife gonna go that high to just dry the clothes? HI, over.
Yeah, so you saw the picture of it yet yourself?
Come again?
Did you say you looked it up and found a picture of that cobweb?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the cobweb antenna. I just typed in cobweb antenna and then go to the pictures on Google, and I can visualize the cobweb. Yeah, I have a 2/1 balloon for this two-element cubicle quad. So it requires a 2/1 balloon because it's 100 ohms. It's a closed loop. Over.
Yes, that looks like kind of like a hex beam that you have that you set up during field day.
Yeah, well, the quad antenna is a closed loop, so it requires a 1/2 balloon. The other antenna that you're seeing is what they call a moxon. It's a moxon, but a 4-element moxon. I used that one for 10 meters. Back to you. Over.
Well, that's right. All right, I understand. Very good. And the chickens, I like that you breed the chickens, and you're also interested in fragrances. UFL?
Yeah, I'm breeding these chickens already for a long time, and they're kind of like pets. They're very tame. You can actually also make them very tame, and they're very kind to children as well. So, and believe it or not, if you get depressed, I always talk to people if they get depressed, get a couple of chicken, and it's gonna make you happy again. Hey, Chai. Over. Yeah, QSL. I see your signal is dropping out on me, so I think propagation might just start to shut down. So I'll let you go. It's been a great pleasure to hear you there, Albert. Thanks a lot for the QSO. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna see if the net is rolling, if I can hear the guys from the net on 14.247. Great to hear you, 73s, and God bless you. It's been a pleasure to meet you here on 20 meters. November 1, Echo Charlie Tango in Rhode Island. This is Oscar, November 7, Oscar Fox Fox. Over.
That was good. Thank you. It's very nice meeting you, Kurt. Thank you for picking me up. Thank you for the QSL. You come with a very interesting guy, young man, and it's cool to meet you. And I love your program. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, citizens, I'm going to log you. You have a good evening. And 17, hope to talk again.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that you came back to my call. This is Oscar, November 7, Oscar Fox Fox. Also, Christmas greetings to you there, Albert, to November 1, Echo Charlie Tango. I'm going to go QRT and the frequency will be clear. 73s, guys. I'll let the live stream roll on a little bit longer. So if you guys need to do some tests with your gear, just be my guest. ON7 OFF signing off.
K4ITB. We'll see if we can get back and get some tests done. And let's see if I can make this thing work out. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing. Audio test 1, test 2. Test 1. Test 2. Doesn't sound quite as bad as we did before. Well, okay. Yeah. It's a different microphone. This microphone has no filters. I'm finding out what the problem was. The microphone I was using with the equalizer had filters in it, and I was running the processor on the radio. You have to turn the processor off and turn the filters off, so you use nothing but the equalizer. But the equalizer, okay. Thank you so much for leaving it on there, Kurt. Hello, testing, testing.